Alright, this is Kevin Acosta, about to make his very first, basically, YouTube video. Is there anything you want to say for yourself, Mr. Acosta?
Forgive me for anything that happens.
God forbid.
Let's see. Is that good? Is that good?
I think it sounds good. Should I do it this way?
Yeah. We'll cut that out.
Okay.
Do you remember when we fell in love? We were young and innocent then. Do you remember how it all began? It just seemed like heaven, so why did it end? Do you remember back in the fall? We'd be together all day long. Do you remember us holding hands? In each other's eyes we'd stare. Tell me, do you remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember the time when we first met, girl? When we fell in love, do you remember the time? Do you remember how we used to talk? You know, we stayed on the phone at night till dawn. Do you remember all the things we'd say? They like, love you so I'll never let you go. Do you remember back in the spring? Every morning birds would sing. Do you remember those special times? The thought goes on and on in the back of my mind. When we fell in love, do you remember the time when we first met, girl? When we fell in love, do you remember the time? Those sweet memories will always be dear to me. And girl, no matter what you say, well, I will never forget what we had. Now baby, 'cause I remember when we first met, girl. Oh, why do you remember the time? Remember my baby, 'cause I remember all in my mind, girl. Oh, why do you remember the time? Remember my baby, 'cause I remember all in my mind, girl. Do you remember the time? Remember my baby. Woo! Do you remember, girl? On the phone, you and me, till dawn, till 3. What about us, girl? Woo! Do you remember, girl? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you?
Woo.